Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up a VPN proxy. Now, the way a traditional proxy works without the VPN part is that you connect up to a proxy server somewhere in the world, and then from there you connect over to the internet and whichever website it is you're trying to access. And what the proxy will do here is make it seem to that website as if you're in the location of the proxy. So just one example of how this is really useful is if you want to access streaming content that's only available in a different part of the world. Every streaming platform, Netflix, Prime Video here, Hulu, Disney Plus, they all offer different content depending on where you are in the world. And you can use a proxy to make it seem as if you're somewhere else in order to access different content libraries. Now, a VPN proxy will do the same thing as a regular proxy. It will allow you to make it seem as if you're somewhere else in the world when you're using the internet, but on top of that, it will also encrypt all of your data. So it will make sure that nobody, not your internet service provider, any government agencies, anybody tracking you to build up a profile about your internet activity, to sell it to advertisers or to target you with ads, even hackers, nobody can see what you're doing online. You can think of a regular proxy as a Kia Picanto, whereas a VPN proxy is an armored truck. Now you might be wondering, does a VPN proxy's added security make it slower than a traditional proxy? So I'm going to explain to you step by step how to address that and get the fastest possible VPN proxy, and it'll be fast enough that you won't even know the difference between using the internet without the VPN or with it. So the first step is to get a very high quality VPN proxy, and I've tested out many of them, and I found that the best three are this one right here, ExpressVPN, NordVPN, or Surfshark. All three of these have the highest level of security and privacy, but at the same time are super fast. If at any point you want to find out detailed information about any of them, there will be more useful links in the description below. But the way that you would get started with one of these is by going to their website, either expressvpn.com, nordvpn.com, or surfshark.com, and picking a plan, setting up an account, and then downloading and installing the application. Once you've done that and you're in with, let's say, ExpressVPN, you're going to have an interface that looks something like this. I'm going to disconnect, and then you're going to be able to pick a location. So you would just click on this location bar and a window will pop up with all of the countries that you can connect to. All three of these VPNs have at least 100 countries. Express has 105, NordVPN has 165 as of now, and Surfshark has 100. Honestly though, even 100 is quite a lot. You'll probably find yourself using the same 10 or 15 over and over. I don't know anybody who really needs 100 countries, but the way that you would connect to one is you would just go over here and you would click on whichever one you want. You can search over here, and for a lot of them, you'll see an arrow, and if you click on that, you'll get more options within the country itself. So for the US, you'll get a bunch of different states and cities. So for example, let's say I wanted to connect to Denver. I can just click on that right there, X this, and click connect. And in just a second or two, I'm going to be connected up to a server in Denver. And that means that any website I visit will think that I'm in the United States, in Denver. And on top of that, I'm getting that added privacy and security. Now, in order to address what I was talking about, you want to make sure that you're going to get the fastest speeds using these VPNs. All three of these VPNs are quite fast as it is. If the VPN is completely free, then they usually just don't have the money for the faster servers. If they have a free plan and a paid plan, then the faster servers will be in the paid plan. So just right off the bat, all three of these VPNs are pretty quick. But if you want to make it the fastest possible with ExpressVPN, you would go over here into the options. It's going to be the same for all three of these VPNs. You're going to go into the options, into the settings, and you're going to find where it says protocol. Now, there's going to be in all three of these one protocol that is the fastest. With ExpressVPN, it's this one right here, Lightweight UDP. With NordVPN, it's going to be NordLynx, and with Surfshark, it's going to be WireGuard. You will see other options over here. Most notably, you're going to see OpenVPN, UDP, and TCP. These are really fallback protocols in case Lightweight isn't working. OpenVPN is more available, it's older, it's been around longer, so you have more of a chance of connecting with OpenVPN. VPN, but Lightway, NordLynx, or WireGuard are going to be the faster options and the one that you would want set by default. Of course, if you don't want to deal with any of this, you can just click on automatic and the VPN will choose the best protocol for you. All 3 VPNs have an automatic option. Also, if you have ExpressVPN and you're using Windows, you'll get Lightway Turbo, which increases your speed even more. Now, one last thing, while these are the VPN proxies that I recommend, there are other options out there. You don't need to go with one of these, I'm not saying that, but I will say that these 3 VPNs all have what's called an audited no logs policy, which means that an outside independent company has come in and checked out the VPN to make sure that they really are secure and that they don't keep any personal user information so that nobody can ever get at that information and access it. Most VPNs, even paid VPNs, don't have this. Even if they have officially a no logs policy, it hasn't been audited, so there isn't really anybody double checking to see if that policy is accurate, and you just have to take the VPN at their word for it. So whichever VPN you do decide to go with, just make sure that they have an audited no logs policy. And if you do decide to go with one of these, then just to help you figure out which one might be for you, ExpressVPN is going to be for somebody who wants a simple, more minimalistic VPN, but at the same time, a very powerful one. NordVPN is going to be for somebody who wants a lot of features. NordVPN is feature packed. You get add-ons as well, besides for just a VPN, like Threat Protection Pro, which is a mini antivirus. And Surfshark is going to be for somebody who is in the middle. You don't want something as simple as Express, not as complicated as NordVPN, and Surfshark is also the cheapest of the 3, so it's a great budget option. Like I said before, full reviews for each of these in the description below, as well as discount links that will save you some extra money on each of them if you do want to try them out. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments if this helped you get set up with a VPN proxy. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.